the problem that Cory had with this show is that he was represented exactly how he really is.
Too well.
And there's nothing that he likes less than that.
No. Clearly.
Denial had things all shook up. Boot camp found itself on lockdown.
Your family has imprisoned.
They was in a wooden jail.
Rewarded for good behavior. Jane dropped her defenses and finally understood Aaron.
No, she didn't.
No.
He
exactly.
died.
I'm glad that you... Yeah.
Started seeing the past through
I mean,
his eyes.
What happened?
did she though?
Me into this jail.
This means more to me than anything.
And the other families were denied parole.
Man, there's a big ass lock.
So they put a camera up there, but they didn't paint the top of the door. I have notes on how this could have been better.
Oh, God.
Contain Cory's ego.
He'll dive in for the rest of his life doing this.
Yeah.
Still one up. No.
But some were more
FrontRatTailJuice.crypto.edu.
Your family member to be released.
And then they had hidden mics.
Everybody to believe in it. He's the innocent one.
and they could be facing
Oh yeah, that was real shady.
a future together.
I'm not doing a thing for you. You are taking care of.
And then she gets upset, because of the shame
Right.
of who she is being exposed.
Right. Any white woman that yells at me while she claps, I'm done. Nope.
No, I'm not
You
missing
don't
the
believe
point.
what I say, so how can you say how don't I trust you? How can I not trust you when you
This is some serious shit. Maybe we should get some fake carpet. Looks like grass.
penis in my
That's a pretty good idea. There's nothing I like more than watching TV outside.
else needs to. How can you trust that
because
if that happened to my daughter, that you would do not the same thing?
Okay. We're already reminded of why we backed away slowly and quietly. She's talking about abuse in the family, and then it all came back to me.
Right.
And the dad, they told the dad, the mom and the daughter told the dad that this guy abused the daughter, and then he didn't believe her.
He was like, shit, sucks. And
I laugh because it's horrific.
because we're horrified by it. We are like, that's your reaction? Like we're in disbelief. No, it's terrible. That's why we can only watch it every once in a while. But it does have Cory in it.
Doing a thing for you again.
Tensions are high.
Poor Aaron Carter.
Oh, I know. I feel so bad.
Seen her fellow housemates more than she does.
Like no one ever understood him, and he never felt understood, and then he was gone.
That's what the cameras don't see, and that's what makes me mad.
I get it.
Who was that? No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Who was that girl?
She wasn't a Cory's angel.
Should have been though. He's smoking in the house. Cory was.
Glad that was included in this episode. Is really
Yeah, needed it.
Never have.
Nice hat.
That really soft, pretty voice. I can get there, but I'm not. That's not my specialty. I do it.
If you wanted to nurture
I
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll do something really soft and pretty, but sometimes I'll come in and
4 days in.
What's he talking about?
He's talking about his music.
Well, you were angry with me about the divorce.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Who have years of damage and mistrust to overcome.
Like, honestly, last night, definitely one of the most emotional conversations I've ever had with my mother because I don't want to humiliate you, but you
Then
know.
don't.
Right.
Fuck you.
Solved.
Done.
let me see if I can mediate a little.
Oh my.
He needs to protect you.
Good.
And even though that in some ways is protecting you, it's really not protecting you because it kind of goes against what's really best for you.
Cory needs to mind his own business.
Yeah, nice hat. That's what I
Oh
would
my
say.
God, he's almost right.
The issue was,
It is strange how he can rubber band so crazy and then snap back and kind of be, when he's surrounded by, serious crazy, he is too, but serious crazy, he suddenly becomes a mediator?
Right. And what he said was correct. She said, well, then don't humiliate me. And Cory's saying, well, actually, him not humiliating you is not making you make any progress at all. You need to feel that in order to move forward.
But how does he do that? And then it's like, yeah,
And
sign here, 18-year-old girl.
How does he do that in that hat?
back then and how that affected me through my 20s when
She doesn't care. I'm so sorry, Aaron. She
I know.
never cared. She never would.
when you went crazy.
It's some kind of, it's in her. It's her DNA.
Sociopaths can have kids.
Yeah.
Like, there's no law against it.
She's not. That's the other thing too. Is now I'm going to be on my soapbox. I'm going to be real quick. Everyone, you, me, everybody, we become who we are, and then if we want to recognize who we are, we go to therapy. We don't change completely in therapy. We get to know who we are, and then we get to accept who we are, and that sucks.
Yeah.
Because then you can't lie to yourself or anyone else around you all the time.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's not fun. So she and others who take the easier route in life, and it is an easier route, just deny everything, even to your kids who die of drugs.
Right. The Agent Smith in The Matrix says that the most predictable human emotion is denial. Like, no one will say, oh yeah, I'm in the Matrix. Everyone will be like, nope, everything's normal. This is great.
It's the smell.
It's the smell.
That's all I remember.
Right.
It's a great line.
I was too caught up in my own nightmare to even pay attention because I was.
She'll never. It's in her DNA, dude. She's not going to be checkmated. There's no logic that's going to.
And that's what I chose.
To this day, I bet you could talk to her and she'd have the same position, and she wouldn't be like, yeah, he did that, but you know,
feelings.
He was really wrong.
I'm glad I wasn't part of it.
To how he felt.
That would make me terrible.
So I feel bad for that.
You know, there was a time.
We talked over what she felt bad about, but I'm sure I wouldn't have believed it was true.
Fuck it.
Yeah, me too.
Because of alcohol.
Well, I've gotten past
Back then.
it. It's done. It's over with.
As honest as she can at the moment, but I'd like my mom to focus on her health, and I don't think that that's a priority for her at the moment.
He's worried about you. He wants to make sure that you're okay.
I am really worried about you,
Really
Mama.
genuine.
I am.
know.
Thank you, Cory.
What is that shirt that Cory's wearing? I mean, not that one. He
It's all
bought that
just-
one with the hat.
It's all distractions, Kyle. It's
Right.
all getting away from this.
Come to some truths during this experience.
But you gotta be
You know-
gentle, okay? You can't tear me back into my misery that I went through, and I can't relive it.
My misery?
All families, please.
She can't relive it, Kyle. It's too
can't.
hard for her.
It's
So
too
you
hard.
suffer,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
Child's play. But there are no fun and games.
Hey, figure it out, cash cow.
Hardest day of boot camp yet.
I didn't call you that. I just took all your money.
Not really knowing what to expect. My hopes for today are that we get a little bit deeper and dig a little deeper and figure out even more.
Okay, meaningless challenge.
Make them do push-ups until they tell the truth.
It's a pretty good idea.
Just die.
There's parts of basic training where they call smoking you and they just make you exercise until you're ready to throw up. And you will tell anyone anything they want to know at the end of 75 push-ups.
Aaron, how are things for you and your mom?
They're going good this morning. You know, coming into this and, you know, her not being involved in the media and stuff, you know, she felt like I was bringing her into a nightmare a little bit, but, you know, I'm here to really, I'm an open book. And, you know, people know that about me.
Jane, what I would tell you is it's a process, and it's scary and it's new, but trust the process. We're not going to take you anywhere that we can't bring you back.
That's the process of being on this television show.
Boxes that we can't help you close.
With this woman whose face doesn't move.
I think it's a big first step, pinpointing issues that I need to resolve with him. We were hopeful.
Everything she says she qualifies. It's a problem for him.
Right.
I'm sorry he feels that way.
Yeah. I need to figure stuff out so that he can.
We're going to ask you to let us in.
Ugh.
Break down those walls.
Ugh.
It's not gonna work.
Maybe not all of them. Keep some up.
Yep.
It's all going to lead you towards the ultimate question. Welcome to day 4.
We are heading to the Great Lakes. We're going to split into 2 groups. All right.
Follow us.
You can hear it in her voice that her mouth doesn't move.
I know.
It's so distracting.
All right, bottled up.
All express that too much goes unsaid.
There are many studies touting the therapeutic benefits of the letter never sent.
It allows you.
This is true, and this is something in therapy that some people can opt in to do and try, and it is powerful. It sounds really stupid at first.
So today, we are going to write letters to your family.
It actually makes sense. Like when you write an angry email and then you read it and you're like, oh shit, I can't send that. And then you just like erase it. But it kind of does feel good to like get that out and you look at it and you're like, well, that's not what I really mean. That's just how I felt.
See, I'm already moving past that and thinking, what devious ways are they going to use this truth as a weapon against these people?
Right, and then like actually send it to the people instead of throwing it away.
With live camera reactions.
Right.
To the face.
Begin.
That would be funnier. We're gonna send
It is TV.
Right.
Period is therapeutic.
Trust the process.
I didn't think that I would have so much to say.
That really protects her neck, doesn't it?
It does.
More paper?
More paper? Be more concise. You're
Expecting this to be a difficult thing for me. But when my pen touched that paper, it just flew. It just like, it was very fluid.
I mean, I've been through it, and I never liked this process.
Some people don't. Some people really don't like it, and they don't have to do it.
Right.
And I always refuse.
He probably suspects that they're going to send the letter.
They're just gonna read it.
Right.
Guess whose letter this was?
Right. Yeah, they read it out loud and they go, who thinks this is Aaron?
Let's vote.
You'll be amazed.
I'm wondering if you allowed yourself to not censor yourself.
I don't ever want him to feel like I'm attacking him. I want him to feel like I'm coming at this from the right place, you know?
You openly attack him.
Right. And I love that his brother's only position is that you didn't give me free career help that I didn't earn.
Right, that energy drink thing.
Right.
That didn't work out.
That's his, like, you have all this money and all these contacts and you're not giving them to me for no reason.
Maybe that's why. Like maybe he needs to hear the rawness. Who's behind that?
You think he doesn't know the rawness of Cory Feldman's?
You know, that you have, that's yours.
Whatever this is.
All done, everybody?
It's embodied in his hat.
Well, the rat tail is embodied in his hat right now. He's like serious Cory. He like tucked it away.
Used to say them out loud.
Business Cory.
Business Cory.
See those letters.
By getting it out of your mind and into that bottle that we're going to toss away, it's symbolizing them finally.
Okay, let's see if they actually toss it.
It's in a protected plastic bottle.
Good to go. Do it.
Okay.
Bro, that's littering.
I also learned that right now that everyone throws really weird, except for the brother.
Right.
It's your show, brother.
No, it's not bad. Better.
Almost.
She tried to hit the bank.
You just took one step toward conquering your fear of speaking your deepest truth.
Now let's humiliate you.
Now this intern's gonna fish them all out.
I'd love to have those conversations for real. Good job, guys. We'll see you in a little bit.
One line of each of those is going to be tattooed on you.
Those bottled up issues. Cory and Courtney.
Using the traditional Polynesian technique of a porcupine quill.
This is time off. And if that's true, no better time for us to take some alone time.
So this would be my job as the PTZ operator. I'd be like, Cory's going to do something. I know he's going to do. He's going to dance. He's going to dance.
Cory and Courtney have locked themselves in the Feldman bedroom for some much-needed alone time as an unaware Eden approaches with an urgent need of his own.
Hey, dude.
Need a minute.
I kind of got to come in.
Need a minute.
It's kind of urgent.
Poop. He needs to poop.
You guys, please.
There's not another bathroom?
No!
I really got to get in there for a second.
That's that! No!
Dude, I need to get in there.
We need 15 minutes!
Coming up on Marriage Boot Camp, family.
You remember how Cory said just moments ago, it seems like, I don't want to attack my brother. I want everything to come off like it's coming. This becomes the real Cory.
I do remember that.
You do.
And you know what? He's saying, fuck you, go away.
Over and over.
1 minute later.
You guys, please.
No!
I really got to get in there for a second.
That's that! No!
Dude, I need to get in there.
Just tell him you have to poop really bad.
He's not stopping.
Ask for private time, absolutely. But when you're in a shared space environment, you have to take the other person into consideration. And there was definitely some urgency in me trying to get into the room.
You guys.
Maybe he's a timid pooper.
This is not right.
And he needs to poop in his own bathroom.
15 minutes, thank you!
I mean, we are married and stuff. 20 minutes, like every single time. And I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating. Every time we've either asked for 20 minutes or announced that like, hey, we're gonna go away for a minute. Literally within 5 minutes, he's at the door.
Yeah, life is hard. Remember when Cory made a big deal about a recent episode we went back to on The Surreal Life where he took 20 minutes to go to the bathroom?
I do remember that.
And MC Hammer pressed him and Cory said, hey, everyone has to go to the bathroom.
When the nature calls.
I was blowing up. Seriously. You know, people got to do what they got to do, period.
Save it. Because I was trying to save you from yourself, dude. That's it.
Well, I'm going to the bathroom here. What are you guys save me from what? Crapping on myself?
You're yelling at me because I'm sick in the bathroom.
Why are they all talking about you so
Zero
much?
comments. I only came
Dude, you know what? If you were in there and somebody was doing that to you, you would be pissed
No, I
off.
would have did it. If I had the worst upset stomach, it still would have been done in 5 minutes, dude. I'm a professional. You need to start eating some meat.
Okay.
Anyway, it's really interesting that now all that's out the window. Your wife that you're now divorced from, you want to spend time with her instead of letting your brother, who obviously needs to get in the bathroom, wants to go to the bathroom.
Hey, Cory, I left all of our cocaine in there. I'm pretty sure you're doing all of our cocaine right now, and I'd like to have some of the cocaine, please.
Oh, now that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
All right.
Dude, I have to go to the bathroom, dude.
Thank you.
Bathroom. There is none.
Come on.
Jesus Christ, are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
I think that's kind of one of our core issues. We really don't seem to communicate when it's
poop on the floor right there.
You did communicate, and he communicated. You just don't give a shit what the other one says.
Right. Yeah, I think they're missing that.
You're communicating just fine.
They think communication means they always win or something.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I'll get what I want, and that's not communication.
That's everyone on the show. That's probably everyone in the world. I'm communicating, and I'm not getting what I want, so we're not communicating.
Yeah, right. You need therapy.
You're back.
Yeah.
¿Qué pasa?
Can I use the bathroom in your room?
Get into my room.
Can't get in.
Can't get in. Está ocupado.
Estar ocupado.
Oh, you need to just
No, I wanted to
regroup. Maybe.
Actually, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, there's nobody in our room. You want to go upstairs?
Upstairs.
You guys mind?
No.
I'm not going to defile your room like that.
I'm totally going to defile your room like that. I'll run the fan.
Because Courtney and
I would poop in the bushes.
This is
before I
what
poop in
people tune into Back to the Sofa for, like figuring out this bathroom situation. What would we do as, stars of the channel?
It's a lot of deep poop discussion.
Uh-huh.
And I
So
found
in every room, there's a bathroom. In every house that has more than 3 or 4 bedrooms, like this one does, there's a half bath downstairs for the guests to use.
Maybe production blocked it off or something. I don't know why. To create this drama.
They're like, Eden, you're really boring. If you want more screen time, pretend like you got a shit and go up there right now. That's what happened.
Anyway, yes, sir.
See the lesson that's about to be coming his way.
Just remember, to always keep close.
Where can I get that at? Not that one.
So Cory kind of took the lead.
It's like walking on eggshells. It's like you don't want to get yelled at. I'd rather avoid the conflict.
Of course, I told
We get that. Everyone, for the most part, wants to avoid conflict and stuff that they're guilty about.
If you want to avoid conflict, put on your shorts, let him take a shit.
Thing he's desperate to drop. A little something called retaliation.
Poop on his bed.
Oh, lock the door.
Okay, so now this isn't communication.
Right.
Haven't seen hide nor hurt.
he's in my room.
He is? Mm-hmm. He's in the bathroom?
Oh, he's in my room, right?
I was like, give us a minute, please. And he's like, come on.
Do you see how his interpretation of reality is? Yeah. We're all like that, but
Once in a while.
Right.
he's wearing that hat.
Right. This is how I describe Back to the Sofa to my wife after Chris leaves. Chris was like, come on.
That is. I think any normal human being would understand that.
But at that moment, Eden needed a break.
He needed to go do something.
But this is all coming out soon.
Oh, yeah, that's why
That's why you're disclosing it now. You're like, okay.
That's the only reason he's disclosing it now.
Well, because she got mad, and I want her to be able to express that because everybody should give everybody the same respect that they
That's how we're communicating.
But you see how unhealthy that is, where he just puts her, she's quiet, she's timid, and he just goes, well, she got mad.
Right.
So everyone look at her and really focus on her, and she doesn't want to talk about it, but I'm going to blame her.
Cory's like, look, I'm in there putting in work.
And she gets mad about it.
Right.
some people to ask for.
Guys, family is not easy.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's so weird. They can all give each other advice.
I know.
So important, like the growth that we're learning right now.
That's when you got to be willing to.
She looks really happy. I'm glad she's here.
Yeah.
A lot of growth.
I just really don't agree with that at all.
Well, you must because you're in the middle of a divorce.
What the heck?
Whoa.
Snap. You just, okay, you're right.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Now he's going to go use the bathroom.
Look how bad.
I know.
This is perfect timing.
Eden! Like, are you serious right now? Like, you're gonna play games? Like, we're not, you know.
How does it feel?
Nursery school. We needed a moment, you know. It was a legit moment. It was a legit moment. Legit moment. Well, the games begin. He locked me out of my room.
Oh,
what?
Eden just locked you out?
Yeah.
Oh, I will go up there.
Oh, God. He won't even answer.
Let me go see.
That's a real wood door. You're not breaking through that.
Yeah, right. And it's 100 years old.
Yeah.
Eden, it's Alexis. Can I come in?
Yeah.
What's going on? Okay, let me come in for a second.
I had to get into the room and they were using it. They didn't let me know in advance that they needed the room and I needed to get in here kind of urgently. It was basically a miscommunication.
This is not what I thought the episode was going to be about.
It's about poop.
It's about poop.
I'm good with it. Let's roll.
Which I think is at the heart of our issue. But I feel like
when you poop is at the heart of your issue.
Poop cake. Hashtag poop cake.
Hashtag shit cake.
Shit cake.
I get you. Okay, just wondered where you were. Come back down and hang out.
Yeah.
I think I'm just a fixer.
No, you're not. You're terrible. If you are, you're terrible at that.
I have to have this talk right now. When did you tell Eden that you needed the room?
This is the whole episode, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's watch.
Fuzzy, not over on the side. Okay, so.
It would be more entertaining with more whores.
It really would.
Courtney had to stand up for herself and get
I felt disrespected by you.
And how did I disrespect you?
Is that what you meant to do?
Okay, what was your take?
Hold on. Hey, we're not going to give you a heads up just so I can go get anything out of the room I might need.
We don't really want to tell people like when we're going
You don't have to tell people. You can tell.
He's your family and he's your roommate.
Right.
Know you were going to be intimate, so you're attacking him.
Yes, he did.
He didn't know at that moment.
I said, come back in 15 minutes.
By the way, completely destroyed the whole vibe.
Oh.
Eden doesn't understand that kind of intimacy either because Eden's never had that kind of a relationship.
Destroyed the vibe. Yeah.
You're on a fucking TV show for you to fix a relationship that's phony in the beginning.
Yeah. And there's cameras in that room.
She's worried about vibe.
If I have no experience at it, how would
You're
I
right,
know?
you're right, you're
So I
right.
don't know if
This is the battle of stupid hats right now.
Yeah, I know.
Well, look, I'm glad we had this talk. I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, get up and walk away. That's how to fix stuff.
While Cory flushes away a chance to make progress with the doctors are taking off the training wheels to immerse the boot campers in their toughest drilling.
Cory flushes away a chance to repair his relationship.
With us, please. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Say it like that.
Thought this was a team exercise.
Aaron, you're gonna come with me?
Ugh. Okay, as long as we're not talking about poop anymore.
We're about to do something much bigger.
We're going into my office.
Every day is a gift, right?
Yes.
They going out to get those bottles?
See how it's going for you.
You know, there's a reason I chose to do this, you know? And that's because I do.
Can I just say, as production, you know, I don't know, maybe hide the dirt in the back. And also, the plugs are really plugged in a lot over there.
Yeah, and that's just dirt.
It's dirt.
Like the plant fell over and someone just packed it and they were like, who gives a shit?
Like, lock the camera off as it is and do what we do. Just, you know, we have borders here for a reason.
Yeah.
This isn't real.
Check in on you.
You mean back to self is a lie? What about communication?
And that's because
Hey, I'm
I
so
do.
sorry to interrupt. Dr. Ish is asking for you guys down on the lower.
Okay. Oh, they're faking. Remember when there was that, the emergency thing? And they were like, oh, call the ambulance and all that.
yeah.
They're going to fake her heart. They're going to fake her health
No
problem.
way.
That's how dumb this show is. Go back to the poop discussion.
And I watch mine.
Nope, you wanted us off poop. Now we're on something else.
911.
What?
Call 911. Copy that. Keep her head above water. Keep her head above water. Quick, go. Quick, keep her head up.
Who is that? Who is that? I'll leave you behind. Hold on. What is that?
Coming up on Marriage Boot Camp, fam.
Are they really doing
If they are, this is VH1. This is beyond VH1 level celeb reality.
This is the sleaziest thing I've ever seen. If
How could they trust anything in this process moving forward?
they just destroyed everything.
What is that?
Flip her over.
We found a mermaid.
Who is that? Who is that?
That is too far. They're pretending
Way
to do
too
CPR.
far.
That's not cool at all.
Aaron?
Okay, well, I drowned in a swimming pool when I was 3 years old and drowned. And my dad resuscitated me and brought me back to life.
Oh my God, that's horrific. And they're doing this to him?
Right.
I was gone.
You're scared of it, I know.
You do? You know, because he told you?
How scared you were that day?
What the
No, on the way to the hospital, if you were gonna live or die. I had to drive all the way to the hospital by myself.
I had to drive to the hospital by myself.
See your baby laying in a coffin. It'll always be your
Leslie, who passed away, and
Jesus.
passed away in my ex.
That's how his sister died.
Medications.
Time is short.
Let's keep staring at this.
Jesus, this is
It's really messed up.
the worst thing I've.
This is so counterintuitive to any kind of growth. And
I don't know if I can watch this show
You're
anymore.
shocking him back into his corner, his shell. I don't like it.
So by revealing it on paper, now we've paved the way for them to heal this. And
No.
Now they're gonna read the letters.
Aaron, I have something I want you to read.
Is that the letter?
On top of this? Good, that's good. Sock it to him.
No way.
Sock it to everybody.
First of all, I want to say that I love you very much, but I worry about you and your well-being all the time. I'm sad that you don't seem to want to hear me and even make an effort to hear my truths. You tend to get angry with me when I try to express myself and how I see things in a different perspective, especially the past.
What do you think about that?
You can have that back, because you're not completely accurate.
How do you feel about it?
How do I feel about it? I feel that the family needs to stop worrying about me, something bad happening to me all the time, because I made it through my 20s without all of you guys.
I'm not the enemy.
How have I made you the enemy?
Just by being angry with me right now.
There were times
That's being a
when I
mom,
was a
and when-
child that you didn't worry
That's what we're getting
about
to.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to call the cops on you and bail you out. Remember that?
Yes, those were not good memories, and there were times, yes, I was worried about myself.
That's in the past.
Right.
I'm sorry.
We were all adults except you.
Hey, I'm sorry.
These things.
I've never had the opportunity.
I have been going insane.
Never had the opportunity to say, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you've talked about it.
Most delusional.
Lucky this trash, phony marriage boot camp for families took you.
This is a terrible show.
This is awful, dude.
It's now her turn to learn how you feel. The letter that you wrote to your mom is waiting for you in your bedroom. And Jane, you're going to read Aaron's letter.
He still hugs her. He loves her. It's
Oh.
not. He's a good guy.
And the middle ground can be achieved.
The fear of losing each other has led the Carters to another major breakthrough.
She doesn't deserve him. That family didn't deserve him.
No.
He was too good of a person.
Yeah.
He got chewed up.
And it killed him. That's what fucks me up about the show, is that we get to all these truths about him and her, and it killed him.
Yeah.
Is the end of everything that they figure out.
Yeah. I mean, it's not directly her fault, of course, but they had a daughter that died. They had him now. I think they have one left. You know,
Man,
I know for them, it's
so
it's
much
all about
loss.
them.
So
It's-
much loss.
Yeah, you gotta live like
Very, very tragic.
Yeah, this is an awful show.
A lot of waiting.
So
There's going to be people mad at me in the comments about me talking about this show this way. This show's terrible.
It's a terrible show.
Joey today.
No.
But here's the thing.
You can teach lessons without waiting.
Here's the thing you have to realize about the whole.
I like the wings jacket.
The whole experience is based on throwing you off your game. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired, right? Those are the 4 things.
He talked about that on the Sally Jesse Raphael thing.
He's still saying it.
In between.
Quite an exercise.
That's good.
Sick of looking like a victim.
Oh, I don't feel that way about you, Aaron.
And they say it, and it's repetitive.
Aaron,
Hit
stop it. Stop it. It's not about that. Let me read your letter.
You're dying tonight. It's going to be intense for all of you, especially for your folks.
Did everyone else is just going to ignore what just happened? Because they heard that. They heard the commotion.
Yeah, didn't they?
Yeah. It's a big cavernous mansion. Like, you're going to hear stuff. It's dead of night.
There's water. I'm not going to worry about Laura. Laura can swim. Want one?
What?
Oh, they're doing it again.
They do it to everyone?
Why don't you just, like, cut out the ground and then put her torso top and then put fake legs and be like, she's split in half.
Oh, God.
Like your relationship.
Just have Leatherface out there.
Come on,
That looks really good too.
Where's Laura?
I said, oh, that's a dummy.
What are you feeling right now?
Anxiety?
Yes.
Michael? Have something I want you to read. Out loud, please.
Dear Dad, you're my first heartbreak. Your father should be a daughter's first love and trust and my everything. But you weren't. I hate to say that you're not my first go-to for having my back.
Yeah, I knew they were going to read those letters.
You don't believe what I say.
Somewhere down the line.
You're assuming you already know the
line,
outcome.
she's going to have to explain to me to get it in this what do I need to do to be a better father for you? What is it, Dad? What is it, Dad?
A protector.
Protector.
You don't protect.
Because that's her job to tell you how to do your job.
Right.
Don't we all feel better now? This is really coming together.
So when does the taxi motorcycle get there?
It may be too late.
Are you sure you're not a therapist?
You need to call 911?
I think that would work.
Be the worst.
Excuse me.
I would love it. Corey's gonna laugh and like, do you got me on my good side? I need more light.
My rat tail juice.
He had my rat tail juice.
I just knew it wasn't my mom, but it still doesn't change the fact that that feeling.
Yeah, let's skip them.
Do you feel like he really loved you, the little boy?
No. You didn't feel that. He loved you.
No, now shut up and listen.
I agree with you, but I'm sorry.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
If they don't just come up with all this stuff out of nowhere, right?
No, they're not acting. Corey is doing some acting, and you can tell because it's terrible.
Yeah.
This feels very real, and that's what's making us uncomfortable. And when we get uncomfortable, we crack wise or whatever. But this feels really real.
Should have been paying more attention. But I felt so torn in so many different directions. Here's all these other kids that need me, and then I only had so much to give when I was home. So yeah, that hurt. That hurt for me too. I know how it feels.
Stop talking about yourself, you bitch. She talks about herself all the time. I know how that feels.
His brother's reaction.
Obviously, you're completely broken.
Welcome.
You guys need to call 911. What's going on?
Let's go have alone time right now.
I mean, I'm gonna keep my hands in my pocket.
He gingerly walking.
He did. Look at that.
I know.
Corey would try to jump in and help me.
Maybe he's auditioning for Star Trek where they only walk everywhere even when there's an emergency.
He's in character.
They never run in the hallway.
We're on a TV show. I felt bad because I felt like they were all going through all this effort, and then I already knew what was going on.
Keep your shoulders! Shoulders up!
I hate when that happens.
What do you hate?
When a dummy dies in the water.
Coming up on
He thinks he's so clever that he figured it out, and he's not willing to engage the process at all.
What do you
Look at his smirk. He has the same smirk that he had on Sally Jesse Raphael.
Yeah.
When he was talking about, like, hey, I did cocaine and heroin. And I was like, yeah.
Corey Eden has said he feels alone. He feels like he doesn't really feel like he's a part of the family. And you walk out to this situation, and the first thing you do is crack a joke.
I mean, I feel you and I have a certain closeness, but I feel that certain closeness has a wall, but that divider wall I feel is created.
Like a door that you lock and refuse to let him in to his bedroom. Yeah.
What's great about you?
This might help explain some of it. This is Eden's letter to you.
You did it.
Read it out loud.
Dear Corey, I think that you are under the impression that the family and in some ways the world revolves around you.
It never ended. He's not gonna change.
Everything you do in public has some sort of impact on our family as a whole.
That's okay, that's true, that's fair.
What do you think about that?
What do you think?
When it comes to the family, I don't consider you outside of my family. At a certain point, I was able to provide for you, and I let you know that.
I feel sorry for you.
Yeah. And you were like,
Can't dance like me?
I'm better off at Merv's.
I lived with my uncle from the time that, I was like 15. I believe that my uncle being, much older and more mature, Cory was still young. He was still in his 20s. And for me, it came down to who can I really learn from on how to become an adult man?
And I also felt
Then he made the right choice.
Yeah.
almost in a way to like get back at me. Like,
Yeah, and where's the sister? They never talk about her.
Like he shut you out. Have you ever heard that before?
Why doesn't the sister help him?
And I feel like that's something that I didn't do intentionally.
Broke my heart.
Yeah.
In your letter, you had said that
You don't believe him?
better conversation.
Chris doesn't believe him. You know how I can tell?
Who watched this and semi thought this could have been a real kind of therapy?
You know, and I'm glad.
Therapy carnival, like this is Rock of Therapy or something, to where they're using the concept of therapy but making a complete joke out of it.
Perverting it?
Right.
Progress and fallen into their old habits of yelling in denial.
You have no right to believe that I wouldn't protect those kids.
Yes, I have every right.
I mean, that's in your head.
That's
No. because of her not being feeling protected, Michael. And she has every right to feel that way.
But she was protected. How that
She
man, I'll
does, and
still
she-
say the same thing. How that happened, I'll be if I know.
I have noticed you haven't been drinking enough liquids. It's really important.
Could never believe that he's the person that let that happen.
Aaron so much because I almost lost him
And then
once.
denied it.
And then I lost him again in the divorce. No appetite. You gotta make yourself eat.
I don't want to feel like a victim. I don't want to feel like everybody in the whole world thinks that I'm a drug addict and that I'm going to end up dead. I'm so here, man. I'd rather her take responsibility for the things that she's done.
Just listen to me. I know what I'm talking.
If it doesn't get resolved, I mean, I'm not going to be around. I'm not going to show up.
Really coming through loud and clear while we slowed this down and didn't watch anymore.
You used to always tell me.
Well, it'll be a long while before we come back to this one.
I remember.
Enjoy the playlist. It's over.
Don't ask.
There are so many things I wish I would have asked my mom. I'm sorry for what I did.
I'm sorry for what I did.
On what day?
So glad it got out.
What?
What instance are you?
Anymore.
Okay.
I need a mom.
That's like the end of the show, kind of just, okay, let's wrap this up. I'm sorry, okay. Let's go to bed.
No, I'm not.
Is this a
I say so.
last episode?
How don't I trust you?
No, it's like 4 more.
Oh my God.
Trust you when you don't believe.
It's just an echo chamber. They just put these broken people into small rooms for a reason.
Vagina.
Nobody has confirmed it outside of you.
Who the else needs to? That's not you. Are you missing the point of what I'm the point?
The question is, what are you afraid of? I'm thinking.
Exactly.
He really did not want to confront himself.
Exactly.
And deal with the fact that he let me down.
And that's weakness. That's a weak man.
Yeah.
So then how can you say that to me? How can you trust that if that happened to my daughter, that you would do not the same thing? You didn't protect her, I'd kill you myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing in the world, and nobody is healing on this show.
Therapy, it's not going to change you. It doesn't turn you into someone new.
No, it doesn't like a fix. You're not like, oh, okay, well, now I don't have to think about any of that stuff that ever happened to me because we just got on through it.
No.
It, you know, it helps you deal with it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like those people are doing.
We're great, though.
We're great. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. What's the problem? I don't get it. What's the problem?
What's better than these two assholes on a sofa? Fucking nothing. Pound it. Reluctant pounding.
I didn't want to pound it.
That's the 5th song off my Innocent Piss album.